Nurse Blatant. I am back, real and registered from New York City with all the stories, inspirations. We're going to have parodies, skits, education, everything, okay? So I'm glad y'all can join me. So today, I'm going to be talking about safety, okay? So in nursing, safety is very important. In ER, so crucial. Safety is so crucial of the patient and of yourself. Being aware of your surroundings, knowing when things can pop off. See, there's some silent anger that can be brewing in patients, whether they're psych patients or just, alcoholics, whatever that's causing that anger. So you have to be mindful. Fights between patients, it can get so crazy, especially in the emergency room. So I say that to say that I have a story about safety, and when I tell you, oh Lord of mercy, it was real. It was real, because you just don't know what people are capable of. And at the end of the day, my hospital doesn't have policemen with real guns. We have security guards and mental health workers and nurses and doctors, and it'll just be we jump in the patient, I guess, because we don't have weapons and things to do of sorts. So we have techniques. So now we actually jump the patient if we have to. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean. We have to take them down so they don't take us down. And we do it in the manner. We learn different techniques on how to put them down without hurting them, and how to chemically sedate them before we physically restrain them and things of that sort. But sometimes it is what it is. And when I tell you, there's an acronym in nursing called RACE. Rescue, set the alarm, confine, whatever the problem is, and then evacuate. In this case, my loves out there, I'm a nurse all the way, all day, but that race was going to be backwards. It was going to be evacuate first, confine myself somewhere, set an alarm off so people are aware, and then somebody else was going to come and rescue, because there was a psych patient who walked into the hospital, into the triage area. So we have the triage area, ambulances, and the walk-in triage, but it closes after a certain time. And he walked in, a psych patient with swords, 6 foot, he had to be 6'5". Tall, 6'5" man with a psych history, came in for pain on his wrist or something, but he had swords from medieval times, and he had the sword pack. I have to be sure to say that, because it wasn't like he was just playing with a sword and he found it. Your man had sword pack, so I think he knew what he was doing with them. And I don't judge people, but I stay mindful. You have a psych history, and you can go from 0 to 100 real quick with swords. Who's taking you down with swords? Me? Oh, woo! That's why the E came first. Not literal me, absolutely not. So back to the improvising of the triage. Usually we triage them, find out what's the problem, and set them in a designated location based on acuity, on whether you could be a fast track or you need a monitor to watch your vital signs. He wasn't going to be neither. He was going to stay right there, and the doctor was going to come to him, and that's what I did. So I went to express my concern to the doctors. Hey, doctors. And I say it just like that, which is why the doctors be looking at me like, Sandra, you so crazy. I know. And so is he, the one with the swords. I'm not saying he's going to flip out, but just in case things don't go right with him, he got swords. And nobody's trying to take his swords. So can you treat the man so he can go? Because he's not even here for psych. See, the protocol in my hospital is that if someone comes in, we have to package their belongings. And if it's weapons or something crazy like that, we have to lock it up with security. I don't even want to know if the man would have gave us a sword. I wasn't even going to try. This man was going to get his wrist checked or whatever minute complaint he had and go home, so we can all go home. And when I noticed that in the emergency room and you check through your history, this comes part of assessment. We're going to get to that. Assessment is big in nursing. You assess the situation, you assess your safety, you assess the possibilities, you assess everything. And then you intervene accordingly. And then you plan on what's the next intervention or whatever whatever's going on. Yeah, the doctor said, oh, okay, a sword. Yeah, swords? Okay. Looked through the chart. Went to see him. The man didn't even leave where he was standing. That's how VIP we made him for our safety. That's what we do. ER nursing is real, and you have to protect yourself first. So stay with it. Keep your eyes open. Look around. And have discretion. Don't judge, but be mindful. It can pop off. Nurse Blatant. I'll see y'all next time.